Hey Taurus. Yes, I got a haircut. Um, if you didn't notice. So, I'm going to read this from Outwitting the Devil. It's Napoleon Hill. And I'm going to read the cards. Also got a new deck I'm going to use. But it says, may we all make inventory of our blessings in life and give thanks to every gift that has been given. I know that when I'm at a low point in my life, I force myself to think of family and friends and the blessings they have brought to my life. It is the quickest path up and puts my temporary setbacks into perspective. Some of these signs I think we've overlooked, and that's okay, because Scorpio full moon is happening and it will bring those to surface. That's what Scorpio is all about. So, ruling that 8th house too. Just to let you know, look where Scorpio is in your chart. It says the whole world is undergoing a change of such stupendous proportions that millions of people have become panic-stricken with worry, doubt, indecision, and fear. It seems to me that now is a splendid time for those who have come to the crossroads of doubt to endeavor to become acquainted with their other selves. And that's, you know, your polar opposite is Scorpio. So, I'm Scorpio, sun and moon, and my polar opposite is Taurus. And it's my 4th house. So all this Taurus stuff is home, 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 home for me. That's what the 4th house represents. We have a lot of earth energy going on, especially in your sign. So, observation will show that the eternal stars shine nightly in their accustomed places, that the sun continues to send down its rays of warmth, causing Mother Earth to yield an overabundance of food and clothing, that water continues to flow downhill, that the birds of the air and the wild animals of the forest receive their accustomed requirements of food, that useful day follows restful night, that busy summer follows the inactive winter, that the season come and go precisely as they did before the 1929 depression began, that, in reality, only men's minds have ceased to function normally, and this because men have filled their minds with fear. Observation of these simple facts of everyday life may be helpful as a starting point for those who wish to supplant fear by faith. I'm not a prophet, but I can, with all due modesty, predict that every individual has the power to change his or her material or financial status by first changing the nature of his or her beliefs. And that's the belief of self. And that's what the Scorpio full moon is all about. It's a tough necessity that must be done. You know, when with all this energy in Taurus, we have Mercury, the Sun, you know, Uranus, all that going on it's like a head-on. You know, it's almost like you're embodying the ram instead of the bull right now. When I was meditating, that's what I picked up on. But this is going to, you know, bring up things, which is what Scorpio is all about. However, a willingness to heal these past 7 years is all that matters. And if anybody can do that, it's Taurus. Sorry about my ads going here. So, this past 7 years, where did I feel misled is what I have to ask myself. Where was I maybe taken advantage of? And instead of going into what Scorpio does is, you know, they hide, they pull back, and they build resentments. And, I gotta, you know, get these people, I'm gonna cut them out, and, you know, it's what we do. I'm Scorpio sun, moon, I have Uranus and Mercury in the 10th house. And it's like, I have all this stuff going on at home, like nothing, you know, around me really. I mean, my home life has been, it's the best it's ever been. And, you know, the reason I have a haircut is because I'm fighting 3 different kinds of cancers. I'm doing 2 different kinds of chemos right now. That was what my last video was about. And, you know, bringing up my death, sharing it with you guys, I mean, this didn't really come out of nowhere. I mean, it wasn't like I just went and got in pain one day and went to the doctor. Like, this has been building up since Scorpio season last year. And I had 6 years of remission, well, going closer to 7. And this is all about these 7 years. Like I said, so you know, I can still end what has happened during the Scorpio full moon energy. I can cut things out, and if I don't let it go, I have to take responsibility that it's then my fault. Venus is going to be on top of Uranus, the Sun, Uranus, Mercury in your sign. All these transits the past 7 years, but the Sun is illuminating in Taurus, the polar opposite of the Scorpio full moon, which is the death and rebirth of personal self. Mercury's going to be trining Pluto and Saturn, which are in Capricorn. Letting go of what I wish it looked like. If it doesn't look that way, oh well, but it's time to move. Mars is in Cancer at its fall position. It's sextiling Uranus and squaring Chiron here in like within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So when Scorpio full moon is on, I am on. And I've tried to upload a few times before, Taurus, believe me. But I'm not going to apologize for being sick. And yeah, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. I'm going to use the regular Rider-Waite by Miss Cleo. I haven't really shuffled. I shuffled a few times, but my cards have just been sitting. So I kind of woke them up. I'm going to shuffle with you. Move this stuff out of my way. I have this deck that I just got. Game of Thrones. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but my household does. So what I did there was, anytime I'd see something I liked, I just looked up and saw the cool scenes and rode with it and made my own story. So, not much of a television watcher. So, we're going to use that deck, though. So you had the Hermit come out. That's alright. That's what Scorpio is all about, is going inside. So, you're doing the opposite of maybe what you're used to, depending on where Taurus and Scorpio are in your natal chart. Let's okay. Wheel of Fortune. That's what I started out with this morning, with a different deck. Just feeling the energy, trying to, you know, make sure I'm ready to upload, things like that. You get Temperance. So, oh, sorry, I wasn't shuffling on camera, I don't think. Well, Temperance is, you're going to have to find the balance with that emotions that you're going to be bringing from, you know, within up to surface so that, you know, you can move on. Believe me, I know 100% that, no doubt in my mind, that if I don't let go, it'll take me kicking and screaming. The universe will make it happen. It always does. Good and bad. However, that's, you know, of course, how you view it. So, Taurus energy right now. Movement. 6 of Swords. This is like making my ears ring. Which, my ears are ringing because that's what chemotherapy does. Someone just, I heard Taurus in the 6th house, which that's not my placement, so maybe that is for one of you. King of Wands. You know, he's sitting there looking out, and he knows what he has. I'm going to look up what that beetle symbolizes also, because I know that has meaning. There's a beetle in the card. There's the 8 of Cups. Definitely leaving old thinking behind, and that's what it talked about in that book, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I mean, and I just opened up, like, okay, show me what Taurus needs to hear. Opened up to that page, and it was the first thing, and it was talking about the sun, and imagine that. Knight of Coins, it's like stabbed my table. Like, it was, you know. Knight of Coins. There's that beetle on his shield again, with the, you know, the eye. I'm not taking that because it was like chopped. Okay, it said slow. Slow for Taurus. Slow down. Slow moving. Slow moving Uranus. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. We have Pluto in Capricorn right now, and he's stepping on that snake. And Pluto is all about Scorpio. Okay, let's see here. I was going to say something and then it just totally left. I had chemo last Tuesday, not this past one. What day is it? Yes. Not this week, but last week. I think. Maybe that's chemo brain. This is my third battle, so it's, you know, part of the past decade, 7 years, you know, 3 years of fighting. A little more than that, but lots of healing and not too many surgeries. I had one major one. Usually a lot of people get more than that, so count the blessings, Taurus. Count the blessings. No, you don't have to say it could always be worse. Gosh, I'm already 11 minutes in, Taurus. I'm so sorry about that. I just haven't uploaded in a while. And my polar opposite, I always get along with Taurus. They embody a lot of love. Oh, too much lighting here. 6 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. That's Scorpio. I mean, that's total Scorpio. Use this, and sorry I shake a little. Plus, I like to drink coffee. But, you know, that doesn't help anything. So, I'm going to point the camera down, and what I do is I study the card during that pause. I've been sharing it with the other signs, and I study them. Of course, I know what they mean, but I go deep, 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 and read all kinds of different references on each card sometimes. Sometimes I stick on one card and I really get in depth. I'm going to point the camera down. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment anything, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio. You know, that's... Scorpios right now are in a... Just a warning. If you think they're playing a game with you, or if you feel like they're acting like they want to be left alone, but they need you, that's not true. You know, I want to be left alone as much as I need people. There's got to be that even thing with me. Like I said, it's all 10th house for me. So this is like what I'm meant to do and share. And this is where I feel good. This is what makes me happy. And I don't need anybody to do that in my surrounding environment. If anything, they add to my life what I have in my home life. So just make sure your home's in order, you know, do that kind of stuff. So that'll bring that Ace of Cups that's on the bottom of the deck right out. And when I point the camera down, I'll draw from the Game of Thrones, just for fun. Be right back, Taurus.